We are now
I just
live.
saw you went live. Oh, we've been live for a minute 40.
Oops.
Really?
Sorry. Are we
Okay.
actually live though, or is it just recording?
Oh, we're
Oh,
definitely
yeah, it's
live.
on it. It's on
Is it?
Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Boy,
don't think-
what
oh,
is
we
up?
are.
Should we talk for a couple minutes to see if anybody joins before we get started here?
I mean, there's 5 people. We might as well just kick it off.
Hold on, I'm
Let's
trying
go.
to.
Connor Walker.
5 people. We might as well just turn it down at least.
It looks good. I think it's good.
DupChat.
I just hope it's actually recording on the computer because if not,
It
we
is.
just did an hour-long live. That's gonna
We could
suck.
save it too.
And I just paid $25 for nothing if it doesn't save, which is gonna piss me off. But it's whatever.
Good.
Do we have viewers in there?
We do.
We got Tyler Lapham. I know that.
Look at that. This is sick. I love this. This is so much easier. We can do it more often and we don't gotta make a fuss, and we can bring more guests. We can have up to 6
Yeah.
guests on here.
6.
So yeah,
It's
we
gonna
can
be a
just
shit show.
get chatting with whoever the fuck we want.
Spam W's in the chat, cuz.
Yeah, W's in the chat, cuz.
Spam Glizzy's
this
in
is
chat.
sick.
Glizzy overload.
Yeah, thank you for the glizzies. Thank you for the glizzies.
And my phone isn't recording, and I don't gotta have an hour-long video on my phone anymore.
I like this.
Cheers, boys.
A little summer shandy action too.
Yeah, I got some
You know, going-
peachy.
Shandy action. I got some shandy action going on.
Yeah, I'm going with a classic God's Nectar. You know, I gotta. Hey, this is for the
George
farmers.
Bush,
Like, they get some like benefits whenever you buy a case with the corn on it. Like, I gotta feed these farmers' families.
I think they
Dude.
feed themselves.
Dude,
They
talking
make
about
food.
farmers, have you guys seen Theo Von's podcast with the private investigator?
No.
It was like
I don't
4
think
weeks
so.
ago. So pretty much this guy talks about, he's a private investigator, and a documentary just put out is all about like other countries buying farmland in the United States.
Yeah.
Pretty much because other countries are running out of water. And they say in the next 10 years, other countries are not going to have enough water to support the amount of people that they have living there.
Yeah, there's already so many countries that don't.
So, like, the whole point of this documentary is like China owns 1 of every 4 pigs in the United States when it comes to like pig farming for meat. So they're coming here using our water to grow pigs, then they kill them and then ship all the meat to China. So they're like using our water, our land to feed China. But they control 1/4 of all of our pig population, pretty much.
That was the stupidest thing I've fucking heard all day.
Yeah.
But
Pigs?
it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Like, that's like China's gonna run our food. Like, we need food to survive, and China owns most of it.
Well, that's basically saying that 25% of the pigs in the U.S. are owned by Chinese people, which is, I mean, I don't know how many pigs
one
are.
company. One company owns 1/4 of the amount of pigs that we eat for consumption, and they're using all that meat to send to China. Just watch the podcast. I don't know anything about it. I'm just relaying what I heard on this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
that's
got
crazy, though. I mean,
we got cows, we got chickens, we got vegetables.
No, I know, but it's just a big deal because, like, Wall Street is like, and the government in China knows that water and food is now like the new shit. Like, the new power in the world is who controls the water and the food, and China owns a lot of our food.
I mean, it's always been scarce. I mean, food and water is forever gonna, and always has been, something to pretty much control the entire world ever since it started. I mean, if you look at it like back in the day, if somebody had, food and water and, society wasn't built yet, it's like, all right, I'm going to go steal his food and water because money didn't really mean shit back then. But I mean, it's still gonna be something.
Dude, that's just like,
I'm fine with them stealing a pig. I don't care. They can have a pig.
yeah, you think that until
I'm run out of
So you
bacon.
get no bacon at breakfast.
we have no food. They're charging us crazy amounts of food. Or they're charging us crazy amounts of money for food that they're growing in our own country.
I think we'll be fine.
And they're using our resources. You know how much water is used for agriculture?
A lot.
70%. You know how much we use for drinking water? 0.1%.
Well, it's all we need to survive.
Yeah, I know. Like, we're fine on water, but they're using 70% for agriculture and for growing and for, well, the agriculture then ends up feeding animals. So it's like, if China controls that, like, we're screwed. They could just take over.
No, they only own a fourth. But I think good point though. I mean, a lot of countries should start doing what Bermuda did or does. Have those white roofs on their house, collect the rainwater.
Yeah, that was cool. We can talk about that for a little bit.
Build a tank or a well. Like Logan, there's anybody watching Bermuda, they have these white roofs. Every single house has to have one of those white roofs, and it collects rainwater, and it's a certain infrastructure. Collects that rainwater, and then they have a tank. I think he said what, like 100 or 1,000 or 10, what is it, 10,000 I think gallon tank or something. Yeah. That holds your shower water, your drinking water, your washing your hands water. I don't know what the fuck.
Just every use of water that you can
everything use. About water, and if you run out, you can fill it, but it's costly. So you gotta preserve it. So a lot of people, when they run out of water or close to running out of water, and they're in a drought, or it's not like it's a dry season, they said that some people just don't shower and it stank.
So how do you? But like
they're like, it's rough.
But it's like, okay, like whatever, using like a shower, like washing your clothes, you don't need like clean water or anything. I mean, I guess obviously you want it like cleaner, but like drinking water, like how did it, like, is there like a way like that thing like filters it?
Yeah, there's like
like acid rain.
Something. Yeah.
So they were saying for acid rain, they get their roofs cleaned. Like every 3 months, they have to get their roof cleaned, and they clean it with this chemical that like kills all of the like acidity in the water that like lands on the roof.
Dope. I mean,
yeah, it was cool. I thought Bermuda was sick. I wish you could have came. I didn't find out until we were actually on the cruise that there were rooms for more than 2 people. So you could have come, but
you honestly could have slept on the couch in the room too.
Yeah, honestly, no, guys, it was really cool. I had a great work week. I actually felt like I was gonna pass out on Monday from the heat. I think I sweated off about 9 pounds just in the span of 5 in the morning to 9 in the morning. So it was a good day.
I didn't gain any weight on that cruise. I came home, weighed myself, and I was the same the day I left. I'm like,
dude, I weighed like 145 like 3 months ago. And since we started working out again a lot, well, me again a lot, and taking creatine, I've gained like 15 pounds. Yeah, I'm like 160.
Really?
Yeah. I don't look any different, so I don't really understand how I've gained so much weight, but
it's a lot of water from that creatine holding in.
Yeah, just holding it in. Water weight.
Or it's all the beer I drank.
You see the video? It was like my 600-pound life or something. And they weighed like, I forget, I'm not making fun of the weight, but it was what was it? It was like 620 or something, and since he was over 600, they're like, oh, I hold a lot of water, and it panned to like the husband or wife, and they just looked like, are you fucking serious? Like the husband was just looking there like.
There was one where. Go ahead.
I saw a thing. It was this. It's the same exact like clip or episode you're talking about, and he's like, "It's a lot of water weight." And then he goes, "What are you, Aquaman? Are you a fucking waterbed?"
There was another video like very similar to that, and the girl's like, "I think I'm pregnant," and the doctor's like, "Why do you think that?"
Oh, that one, yeah, too.
And she's like, "I've been having like really weird cravings recently." And they like look at her because she's already fat, and they're like, "What do you mean cravings? Like for what food?" And she goes, "Water." And they're like, "Dude, are you fucking serious? Like, that's not a craving. You're fucking thirsty. Like, drink some water, dude."
No, I think it is just 1,000-Pound Sisters. That show is fucking hilarious because he was like, I hold a lot of water or something, and this sister's like, you know damn well that ain't from water.
They're skinny now. Well,
I
not
know,
skinny.
yeah.
You're losing weight.
I
So
lost a lot of weight.
the one guy I work with, he always says damn, and like he says it in this one way, and I am like, why do you say it that way? And he showed me this clip. It's from My 600-Pound Life. Like his like wife or whatever gets on the scale and it's like 640, and it turns to him, he goes, damn.
Yeah, I think I remember.
And I think that like every time I hear the word damn, I just think of that, and it makes me laugh so hard.
Makes you giggle.
Yeah.
It's all for shits and giggles until
So
giggles and shits.
whenever we're done recording this, we have to sit in this little like live thing. So it has to upload our. Yeah. Regardless, next topic.
We don't have to leave, or we
You do.
can.
No, it says
You-
please ask all guests to stay in studio until their recordings are done uploading.
Well, let's make this shit like 10 minutes. Well, it's 12 minutes in anyway.
Nope, called it a. Dude, this is hype. So, side note to all the viewers that are gonna watch this on YouTube and Instagram, please comment, please reply, please tell us how you like this setup, and let me know if there's anything we should change. So yeah,
And welcome, Logan. We didn't give you an official
yeah,
welcome.
yes. Welcome, Logan. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from.
What's your address, social security?
How'd you pretty much get here?
Well, I've been hanging out with you two a lot. Me and Johnny went to the same college. We were in the same fraternity, and then me and Nate. Well, Johnny and Nate are obviously best friends, and then me and Johnny started going to the bars last summer, and Nate would tag along, and that's like really the first time I met Nate. So it's been like basically a little over a year.
No,
Yeah.
I first met you. I think it's my sophomore year and you're freshman.
Well,
or
you knew
junior
each
year,
other.
sophomore because of frat. So I remember,
Well, like I didn't really like know you though. Like that,
Yeah.
like it was a very like limited amount of times we talked. Like that, like
think,
last
like, the
summer's when we really
first
like
time-
started getting close.
yeah, I think close definitely. I think the first time I met you though is when I like started dying for some reason, and Johnny had
Oh,
to
yeah.
do something. He's like, "Log, look after him" or something like that. Or like,
At the
watch
frat
him.
party?
Yeah, I was like dying.
Bro,
in the
that shit
fucking
was
front.
so funny. I was kind of pissed, but it's all right.
I don't remember. The only thing I remember is Blake just falling straight on his face.
Oh my god, Nate, you've
And
heard that story?
Yeah,
I was rushing,
passed
and
out.
and then Tyler goes, "Logan, do something," and I'm just standing there, and I'm like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?"
Who did that?
Tyler. He was like, "Help him," and I'm like, "With what? What am
All
I
right,
supposed to do?"
so long story short, for these people that are watching, I have a buddy Blake who is like 120 pounds, not even, and he's a super lightweight, doesn't drink much, doesn't smoke much, very good kid. This was like my sophomore year of college, no, freshman year, I think. And I just joined the fraternity, and I brought my buddy with me, Blake. And he's like, "Dude, can I hit your vape?" And he's chiefing my vape. He's hitting it like every other breath. And all of a sudden, I hear this noise. So I turn around, and Blake is stiff as a board and just falls face first right into the ground.
Tyler just commented. He said he bounced.
Yeah, and we had a president, and obviously we had a president, but he's like freaking out. He's like, "What is everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Like, is he dead? Is he dead?" And I'm like, "Guys, I'm screaming, he's fine, he's fine." And everybody's like, "He's obviously not fine. He's face first in the tile floor." Yeah, and that was that. That was a funny time. That was a great night.
I think my favorite
Dude.
thing of us though is when we went to 5-on-5 and bought the table, and all three of us blacked out.
Yeah, the first
Not
time
a
we ever
single
bought a
one
vape.
of us made it. Not
Dude,
one
that
of
was
us.
a
made it.
rough night. Like
Dude.
I don't even remember us going to Grog's beforehand. Like I just remember like I don't even remember waiting in line. Like I think we had
When
to wait
did
in
you
line.
get drunk?
Did you black out at before Grogs?
Dude, I don't know. Like I don't like I just think it was like a blackout, and it literally like took back time beforehand. Because like
That's
I don't know
crazy.
who we were with. I don't know who we were with. I don't know any of the guys. Like I know that I remember there was like 3 other guys. Don't know who they were. And yeah, it was just all downhill from there. The only thing I do remember though is my favorite part of this night is so we all went back to Johnny's house, and I fall asleep on John's bed. And John has a 3-story house, so we're on the second floor, and it's like 5 a.m. I'm trying to get up and go downstairs to sleep on the basement, like in the basement, And for whatever reason, I walk into his mom's room and I walk into her closet and I'm just flicking on and off the light switch just for like a good like 30 seconds. And his mom's like, Logan, what are you doing? And like I snap back into reality and I'm like, I just run off like a scared cat and just go hit John's bed again and fall back asleep.
Yeah, dude, I was going to sleep in John's bed and you're fucking diagonal. And I'm like, well, looks like I'm sleeping in the fucking cat room. And I brought John had an empty like 4-gallon jug of like pretzels, and I'm laying in the fucking bed, and I'm like, I don't feel good. And I filled that shit up half the fuck way, and I'm in the bathroom dumping that shit in the toilet and flushing it. Oh, it was a shit show. Johnny's throwing up on the sidewalk, like, oh.
I threw up once that night, but I don't remember anything. Like, I don't remember leaving the bar. So I remember getting there. I remember we decided to buy the table. It was $200 to buy the table. I remember getting the first bottle of Tito's and finishing that. I remember the second bottle because they come out with the sprinklers or sparklers or whatever. And I remember her putting the bottle down, and I remember taking I poured myself a drink. Like, I filled a whole cup full of just vodka. And I put like a little bit of Sprite, and I just chugged that, and then I woke up in my mom's room.
Yeah, we were like pouring that fucking Tito's in everybody's mouth that night.
Yeah, that was
I don't remember the rest of that night.
Apparently, we got a third bottle in his Captain Morgan.
Yeah, it was $800 was our tab.
Yeah, I woke up the next morning and saw the tab, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I thought
we did 3 bottles of Tito's and a bottle of Captain Morgan.
No, I think it was 2.
No, that would make a lot more sense.
Could have been 3.
Because if we don't know how we got to 800, 4 bottles would sound way more. 4 bottles makes way more sense than.
Well, if you think the first bottle of Tito's was $195, rounded up to $200 with tax. Then we got a second, that's 4. So it's either that last bottle. It's either that bottle of Captain was $300, because there was tip too. I think it tipped I don't remember tipping. I don't remember paying.
Was it 700 or 800?
It was like 770.
It might have been. Well,
I think it was 770.
Well, what you probably did, it was probably 200, 200, 200. That gets you to 600, and then you probably tipped 25%.
I don't know. I don't know.
It would be $120, so that would have been 720. Make it 25%.
Yeah. If I had to write it down, if she gave me a slip to write on, I don't know how the fuck I did it. If she gave me a screen,
she brought you out a tablet.
I must have pressed it or typed it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. But dude, to be honestly, that job for that woman, like if I was a woman, I don't know if I'd want to do that job. Like I don't know if I'd have my ass out. So for reference, these girls walk around, their asses are out the whole time. They look like Playboy bunnies kind of.
Too.
But they definitely make so much bread. I don't think I could do it.
It's your typical like bar table service waiter.
Miss Judy says, "Hi guys, you all need to take me to dinner for dealing with your drunk asses that night."
Yeah, shout out my mama. Shout out my mama for making me.
Pulled over on the fucking highway
for saving us
4 times.
Yeah, if we would have gotten in that, if we got in an Uber that night, that would have been
expensive last night, dude. I'm trying to think the last thing. I think the last thing I remember was Johnny took a video of me, and I was just, I don't know what I was doing. He took a video of me, and that was like the last thing I remember.
You were taking my hat.
Dude, I have like photos with this like random dude. Like it's like when they're like when everyone's leaving for whatever reason, like the lights are on. It's just me and this random dude.
So I remember I black out at like the second bottle. This is probably 11:30.
Yeah, dude, it was early.
It's probably midnight. It's probably like 12:15. And then for some reason, I regained enough consciousness when we were leaving. Only from when we got to the front doors, or when we were like at the front doors talking to the cops, because they just stand out front. We weren't in trouble. And Mom pulled up, and I ran to the car, and I got in the car. I'm like, Mom, go, 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 go. And she's like, what? Like, what's going on? I'm like, shut up, just drive. I'll tell you later. And she's like freaking out because she thinks something went wrong because she saw us talking to the police. And then all of a sudden we just ran to the car.
I also remember I walked away from you guys. And I was talking to a group of people. I don't know about what. I don't know where I was. I remember I was away from you guys and just talking to these random people. So I remember saying, "Oh, like get home safe." Like that was weird. I don't remember. I looked back at the videos I took that night and some people I texted. I'm like, "Huh?"
Bro, that's the
I feel like
worst.
there should be an apology for all of us. If you ever find us out at the bars and we say some stuff, we're sorry.
Just ignore it.
The scariest thing is if
just
all
ignore
three
it.
of us black out, because then it's just
Nobody
it's
can look
just a
after
fucking
anyone.
pray
Usually
that we
there's
get
somebody that's like not blacked out and they're like, I'm surprised we didn't get arrested that
It's a
time.
prayer that we make it home. If all three of us black out, it was different when we were going to school and we were like in town, like
You're like
5
near
minutes
people
from
that
our
you know.
house.
And
Dude, it's scary. Like when you black out and like all your buddies are blacking out with you and you just wake up and you're all just disheveled, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Someone's got to have the answers.
Somebody's got to be somebody's got to have their head on a swivel.
Yeah, Nate, I think me and John may have found a cooler Uber driver than the
Yeah, he
one
was
that was doing
telling me.
90.
Yeah.
90.
He was telling me with the
Yeah,
Shout out my boy Benedict.
Benedict.
Yeah, Benedict Mathurin. He's
I don't
player
know.
for the Pacers.
But yeah, dude, this guy from West Africa, like straight up came over here after his university in Africa, and he's just providing for his family back home. It's sick. It's an awesome guy. He said, I was just asking him how he got here, like what was going on, and he gave me my number, and he's like, dude, like I'm like, I'd much rather just give you straight up $45 than pay Uber.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hell yeah. So he's like, dude, he's like, I will not let you down. Like, call me when you need me. I'll charge you whatever you think you want to give me. Just give me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, until we're all blacked out, forget that he exists. That's the
Dude, I'll
problem.
text him. If he answers, he answers. Like, he was like, I'm not going to come get you at 4 a.m. from the casino. But he's like, if you guys want to leave the bar at 2.
Hell yeah.
Like,
I think
hell
we
yeah.
got it right.
I'd rather.
Some nights go like fucking, it's like $70 for an Uber home. But like that would help a lot on
Dude,
like,
that's crazy.
Thanksgiving Eve. Remember that Uber we tried to take
Oh
home and it was
my
like $160?
Remember when we were in Ocean City trying to leave H2O and it was like 300?
Yeah, man.
Like I could walk 10 minutes.
Yeah, like with this guy, even like on a wow, I can't. I just had it. I can't say it. I just can't talk. But on like Thanksgiving Eve or like a busier night, like a holiday weekend or something, instead of giving him 40, we bump it up to like 56 or not 50, like 60.
Yeah, like on a weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
But like $40, because if he's making only like 20, he's probably only making 20 to 25.
The Uber ride was like 28 or it was like $58 or 56, and he said he made $23
plus tip.
plus tip.
No, the tip is included in the 58. Well, no, it was originally the ride because I got the ride. It was 45, or it was like an $11 tip I gave him or something like that, or it was like 25%.
Well, he probably made the
$23.
Probably made 23
Yeah.
plus the tip.
Yeah, so he got like I don't know 35.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
made
$40. He's going to be making more. Yeah, that'd be $40 would be perfect.
Yeah, and it's just and then we pay $40 and we don't have to give the $20 to Uber. But dude, he was the coolest guy. He was the most genuine, funny guy. Like he was so humble. He's like, I literally work for the postal service, and he's like, I drive Uber to make extra money. He's like, every dollar I make from Uber, I send directly home, and my family builds houses.
That's hype.
He's like, I'm building houses for my whole family. He showed me videos, like literally videos of him building houses, like, and they're like decent houses for where he's from.
Let's get him on the DupChat.
Yeah, seriously, I would love that. He has so much to say. I'm sure. He said $100 here, like $100 could feed 4 families for a month or a week. Like it could feed 4 families.
No, he said a month
or a month. Yeah, 4 families for a month. $25 could feed 4 families for a month.
Hey, so I going off what you're saying, going like on the highway 90 miles an hour. I have a question for you too, and everybody. What do you guys think? I don't have an answer, but what do you guys think, on your opinion, is the most common speed limit sign in the United States of America? Like, what do you think there's the most of?
I'm gonna say 35 miles an hour.
That's what I was
Yeah, I was
thinking.
gonna.
I was
I mean,
thinking
I've
that
never.
was
I haven't been many places that are like far from like where we're from, but like because like everywhere else that's farther away, it's like you're taking the highway and it's usually like 55, 67, whatever. But
Yeah.
like I'd say probably 35 because like
I
think
can
about all
also
the
say
back.
25 too. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
because there's a lot of speed limit signs in a neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely. The way that I kind of thought of it is like, yeah, the highway is so long, like there's so many miles of just straight highway. But you think about all the little side roads off of each highway. Like there's millions of side roads. There's
I'm gonna
millions of,
change
like,
it. I'm gonna go 25. I'm locking in 25.
do you know the answer?
No. I'm just saying our opinions. I'm changing the 25 because if you think about it, yeah, there's a lot of roads that are 35, but there's also a lot of roads that are 40 and 45. I've just been noticing a lot because that's what I do for work is just like drive to stores. So it's, I mean, I think I'm going to change the answer to 25. Now, piggybacking off that, what do you think? Again, I don't have an answer for it. John's not even listening, but I'm
trying to look it up.
So, what do you think is like the average speed that Americans drive?
Oh,
Dude,
like
it all depends.
I would say like 60.
No, that's what I'm like, dude. I was stuck behind somebody going to work at this morning. Dude was like doing like 45 on the highway. Like
I want to say like
One,
50.
dude.
I'd say 53 would be like the average. I don't know why.
Yeah, I like somewhere in the 50s, like low 50s.
There's times I'm even on back roads and I look at my speedometer, I'm going 60. Like I feel like I'm always for some reason going around 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
Like
not 60, but like definitely not 30. It's definitely like 45 to probably 55.
I don't know. I feel like my speedometer is always around the same because it's like I'm always just on the highway. I go from highway,
my
house, highway, work.
I know,
And
dude.
it's like,
It sucks that we see you once a week.
yeah.
But at the same time, like
your shit work schedule.
Like I don't see Nate much other than when we go to the gym every single day.
I was gonna say, I was like, bro.
Like if we didn't go to the gym together every day,
times the past 3 days.
Yeah.
Remember that summer we spent like it was like we spent every day together except like 12.
Yeah, I think it was like I was gonna say 13.
But what do you I guess now because that might incriminate. I was gonna ask like what do you guys drive on a 55 mile an hour zone?
80.
Don't okay.
Is it the highway?
Any 55.
Because like at least like the highway here, like I mean I don't know any like I don't really know like.
There's a couple.
I'm on the highway, I'd probably go 75.
If you're on 100,
I think
like, towards Northwestern, that's 55.
Yeah, I probably don't go that fast.
Yeah, I'm
I'd
probably
go like
depends.
60 to 65 in a 55.
If I'm on a 4-lane highway, I'm going 75.
If I'm going to work
65 mile an hour zone, I'm going like 70, 75.
So it depends. So in the morning when I'm going to work, ever since the summer started, I've been looking for it. There's always like one spot a cop will be, and I've never seen him there in the morning. So I'm doing like 90 down the highway. Like I'm tired. I'm just trying
going to work at freaking the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah, but I'm like on my way home.
One other person in the world
70
up at that time.
Yeah, except truckers that are like in the lane, and just like.
Bro, I hate truck drivers so much, dude.
Driving pisses me off. That's why, like, I think about living in the city. I'm like, I was opposed to it for my whole life, but now I'm like, I think it'd be cool to like live in New York. Pretty much the only city I would live in.
I live in Philly.
I would probably live in Philly, but it depends what part. But I hate drivers. Like, I would need to get a job literally across the street. Because if I had to drive
in cities,
every day,
they just take a subway or a lot of people buy like electric scooters or bikes.
Yeah.
So
it would need to be when you say city, I would not be able to drive more than 20 minutes in the city every day.
Yeah, that would get you when you say 5 miles.
So when you're saying city, are you talking about giant ones like Philly, New York? Or are you talking about like places where it's like
areas?
Okay,
I ain't living in no Allentown.
No. I'm talking about like Charleston. Like Charleston's like not really like a city vibe, but like I don't know. I feel like it's more like gives like town vibes.
Nah.
I guess like
No, I agree.
Indianapolis would too. Like Indianapolis is a really small city.
Indianapolis is a small city. I don't think I could live there. I feel like
I'd
there's just
even Pittsburgh too. Like that would be dope. That's a dope smaller city.
I just feel like there's nothing to really do in
Yeah,
Indianapolis.
Yeah, like the
There,
Midwest.
no,
Like
you'd be surprised. When I was there for work, it was like I went to this one restaurant on the corner, and it was this big ass restaurant with a huge bar. And then there was also like 2 bars across the street on the corner, and then like 2 or 3 down the street, and then another 2 down the other street. I'm like, damn, it was popping on like a Tuesday.
All bars.
There were bars, restaurants, fucking the mall was like in the middle of the city, which was dope. And then like
honestly,
Lucas Oil Stadium was right across the street from my hotel, like on the edge of the city, like literally not even out of the city, like just on like if here was a city, it was like here,
like the outskirts,
and here's the middle building. Yeah,
I really liked St. Louis when I went. Like obviously, St. Louis is like known to be like one of the worst cities in like worst cities like in the nation, but we were in downtown, which was really cool. And like it was weird. So when we went there, they like we got there. I went there for my fraternity convention, by the way. So it's like a group of like just a bunch of like degenerate like 21-year-olds. And we get there and I meet this kid from Clemson at the airport. And I'm like, yo, take the subway. Let's go get some beer. And he's like, dude, let's do it. Because like, so where the airport in St. Louis is, it's like you have to take this like subway into like, it's kind of like the SEPTA in Philly. How like you just take it to like different parts of the city. So we took it to downtown and we're like with our like suitcases, like, and I've never heard of this store, but like they didn't sell anything bigger than like a 6-pack. And we're like, what is this? And then we tried going out that night to go get more beer. And it was like only like 8:30 and they were all closed. And it was just weird, but it was really cool where we were though. Cause it was like a 5-minute walk to like the Arch. And then it was like a 7-8 minute walk to like their Xfinity Live or whatever. Well, I did not like that.
Yeah, you should not do that ever.
Yeah, I'm
just trying it out, bro.
I think it only should. Never mind. It should.
Does it show? Nate, talk.
You got a big ass head right now. Put it back to what it was.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to see if like somebody else talk.
That's just you.
That's so dumb. It should change to like the person that's talking. I'm just trying to figure it all out.
No.
Yeah. No, but it was cool because like they had when we went there, they like had this. It was just like a regular, I don't know, it was like a sports bar, I guess. Like it was like a nice place, and like our whole fraternity like just like rented it out, and we got like all the drinks were free. We were getting so messed up there, and then me and a couple of the guys that I met, they were like, "Yo, like, dude, frick, like fuck this, like." Where there's like 250 dudes in here. There's no women. Like we got to get out of here. So we walk like literally up the road to like Xfinity Live. And like I don't know, I've never been to Xfinity Live, but like there's 4 different like clubs inside of it.
Like the one in Philly.
We went, I don't know. I've never been to Xfinity Live.
I thought you just said you were at Xfinity Live.
No. This is in St. Louis.
I was going to say. Like,
you said a bar
like these 4 different. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've been told. I don't know what Xfinity Live is like, but
it's fun.
They have like a cowboy bar. They have like a beach bar. And then they were just like, I don't know what the other 2 bars were. We didn't go there though. And yeah, we went there and that was a lot of fun. We had I think I have a video of me bull riding. Like they literally had a mechanical bull in the bar. And it was
have that at Xfinity. Xfinity is like
go to a Phillies game soon.
I know we have to. There's at Xfinity. There's a couple.
It's called like PBR.
There's like 2 separate rooms. There's a big middle, like 2 big middle bars.
Yeah.
And then there's a sidebar where the bowl is, and another sidebar, and then an outdoor
Yeah,
bar.
I'm pretty
2
sure
outdoor
like
bars.
I don't know about the outdoor part, but yeah, it's called
fun,
like PBR.
Dude. Eagles games. We all got to go to a Birds game, and it's so fun. Drew said, "What the fuck is up, guys? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Get this man a bowl." Hell yeah, Drew.
What that guy said.
Yeah.
Shout out Drewski.
Get
John.
me a motherfucking bull now.
Tell me what, Nate.
I was just gonna say how much you suck at Warzone.
I'm bad, bro. I
I
don't.
know.
It's not like a secret.
Like,
Everybody
the
knows
other
I
day,
suck.
we were playing and it was our
My KD
last
is like a
game.
0.5. I get 1 kill for every 2 deaths.
We
Damn, you
played a
ass.
game and I had like 14 kills and we won. I have a picture of it too. I had 14 kills. John had 1. But it's fun. It's fun playing with him, except when we get pissed off. I take off my headset sometimes, like in between games. Like if you die or something, sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? And just put my headset down until the next game starts.
You
And
think
I'll
I
just
don't know that shit? I know.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can
Like,
tell. I know when your headset's not on and when it's like I can tell when it's on or off.
how?
that's why I got off.
Just like the way
Like,
it sounds, like
Oh, like the way I'm watching my videos or whatever.
or like the way you're talking. Like I can tell that like your headset's not on. I know when you take it off, and I hear you take it off. Because when you like are like putting it on and you're like bending it, it like
Oh, yeah.
creaks and shit, and that comes through the mic. So I know when you take it off.
It's nothing personal.
No, I know
just
it's not
sometimes
personal.
like,
I
fuck.
just suck. Like, and like, I literally think my game is like, because I still have the Xbox One. Like, my game never processes as fast as yours does. So I'm
'Cause,
always
man,
like semi kind of lagging. I'm all like, I'm not justifying why I'm terrible at the game. I am literally the probably worst player ever.
it's funny, man.
I
I
die
can't
twice
help
as many
it.
times as I kill somebody.
Yeah.
I don't think my console helps my suck. If I had a
no, I
better
definitely
console, I'd
agree.
be a little bit better.
I agree with that because I was playing GTA when you guys were on
Let's
vacation.
talk
'Cause I
about how
did.
Logan played Warzone for 30 seconds and then deleted it and will never play with us.
That was so fucking funny. We were
Dude,
like,
Nate was
we're
so
playing,
pissed.
dude. We were playing trios, and we're like, there's like 10 people left, and we're all fine. And then Logan, you just decided to get off.
He just turned off he turned off his Xbox in the middle of a game. We're like, what the
10
fuck?
people left. There was like 4 teams. I'm like,
All
bro,
right. To my dude, it's literally so I don't really know how Warzone works all that well,
what
but I
word
know
did you
like
just
what
say?
was happening with me.
What
What?
did you just say? What word?
Warzone?
No, before that with an S.
I don't know
I don't know.
how Warzone works.
Could
I
have
don't know,
been
whatever.
years
So I don't
ago.
really know how Warzone works, but how we were playing was like you would die, you could like spawn back in at like a certain time or whatever. I would literally spawn in and literally like I'd land and then some guy would have a muzzle down my throat. And I was just so pissed off. And also my headset was like shitting the bed. Like I
Dude,
couldn't hear
you
them.
need to buy a new headset.
Yeah. Kyle, fuck you. Your headset fucking sucks.
Is that even yours?
No, it's Kyle's.
It's so bad. Did you see it at his grad party?
Yeah.
I have it right here. Dude, look at this.
Literally the worst.
That's just
Please.
from the 1800s, bro.
Look at that thing.
George Washington used that for comms back in the day.
Literally.
That's all.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
British.
Dude, never
Oh
again.
man.
Yeah, no. But so like I was saying
that
before,
comment.
with how John was talking about how like the console and stuff. I was playing GTA when you guys were on vacation for the first time in like I don't know, probably a year and a half, 2 years, whatever. And I get on and like I'm playing whatever, and I'm like driving down the highway, so obviously like the car is going faster.
I'm
And like,
driving
dude,
down the
shit's just not rendering. Like it's like the game will just straight up pause in online and like it's like frozen, and then it'll just like render everything back in, and I'll just keep going.
Dude, they literally said that. They're like, they're nerfing, essentially nerfing last gen consoles. They're like making last gen consoles worse. Like the operating systems, they're not upgrading the operating systems. They're not making them better. They're
Yep.
just gonna be what they are. So they force you to buy the new gen console.
Smart. It's really smart.
It's like
No, it's a
It's like
great
what Apple-
marketing move, but it
like what
sucks
Apple
when I
did.
don't have $500 to buy a new PS5. And if I did, I still wouldn't want to because I don't want to switch from Xbox to PS5 again.
I think the PlayStation's right. I bought the PlayStation like the day after I won at the casino.
Dude, I might buy a boat.
I think that's a better investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and
Where are
my
you gonna
brother might
store
split
it?
it. I don't know, probably at Dustin's house, but it's old. It's really old. It needs to be fixed up. It's only like an 18-foot like skiffer kind of thing,
So yeah, I looked
but
up.
it could fit 5 people on it. Like if we fix it up, we're gonna build a bench. Well, I want to build a bench across the back, and we could fit 5 people on it, and then we could literally putt from like the marina to like Sunset to the real inn. Like we could just putt from place to place to place. It like couldn't do much more than that, but we could go out
Let's
on
take
the
it out in
lake.
the middle of the Atlantic. Let's sail to Bermuda.
We would sink.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it can do. It just matters as long as I can drink a beer on it and I can catch
Was
some
it
fish on it
freshwater or saltwater?
and put some shawties on it.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Kind of
It could do both as long as you clean it properly.
True. Yeah.
Anytime you take it in saltwater, just clean it when you take it out or the next day or
Yeah.
you know.
I think that would
We
be
could
a
take it
dope lake. That'd be a dope lake boat too.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It just depends. The motor's bigger than a lot of places even accept. So for like if we wanted to take it out, we would have to take it to lakes to where they allow like a decent sized motor. Because some like all the small lakes around here, they have a limit to like 25 horsepower.
Yeah. Not
So,
gonna mix
Dude,
it.
the one on the
I've
boat's
been
150
watching.
that I'm gonna get.
I don't know if either of you guys watch them at all, but they're the Sea Boys on YouTube. They're like, I think they're from Minnesota or something like that.
Haley was just
And
Nate's cousin was just talking about them.
dude, great channel if you've never watched them. They're so fucking funny. They're like these like 24 to like 28-year-old guys, and they just make the most random contraptions ever with like motors and like dirt bikes and 4-wheelers and stuff. And like they have, and like they'll just like, I think they just made a video for 4th of July about how they went to this giant lake party and like on a sandbar, and it just looks so fun. Like the Midwest looks boring as hell, but like what they're doing, that looks so fun. Like they're getting like their dirt bikes and they get these like studded tires so they can like drive on the ice and shit, and it looks so sick.
Dude, I think 2 things.
Tell me what.
This is what I've been thinking recently. And chat, let me know if you agree. Comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think about my 2 suggestions.
Glizzy overload.
1, Nate needs to start streaming
4.
Warzone. Start streaming Warzone.
Why?
I think your like little twitches or whatever that you do, mannerisms are so funny. It would be hilarious streaming, and you would get famous, and I would get rich from it. And Logan needs to start DJing, and we need to start booking gigs and going around and just having the time of our lives. And Logan's the DJ. I'll buy a DJ set and we can DJ together.
DJ. Wow, bro. DJ on my stream.
What does that
Nate gets another kill. I can't.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Have you ever seen the guy who live streams?
Oh, guys, once again.
Double kill.
No, there's literally a guy who I don't know what he streams on, but I think he plays Warzone, and he gets a kill, and he has like a flamethrower like thing and like a whole like whatever like a DJ would have, like a rave. He has all these lasers, and whenever he gets a kill, it's just like a giant fucking rave, and he's like in his bedroom, and it's so funny to fucking watch.
Nate, what's who mad backwards?
What?
I'm not doing this.
What's who mad backwards?
Duma. Do my balls fit in your mouth, yo?
Whoa, PG. Paul George.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Dude, we got banned on TikTok for hate speech.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I think we said fuck too many times.
Could be, yeah. The first
or it could be me and Nate going on the TikTok live stream when we were hammered at like 6 o'clock at night when you went to the lake. Dude, that was a fun day.
That day was fucked up.
I was gonna say something until I was rudely interrupted.
We went out.
Sorry.
Now you know how it feels, bitch.
Okay, go ahead.
We were fucked. We went out to get dinner at like 6. And we had too many. Nice. We have too many drinks there.
I love that.
Because a bartender was not good there. And then
Yeah, we only had two. We only had 2 drinks, I think, because I don't think we didn't get
Side
anything
quest.
from the
I have a
outside
side
bar.
quest after this.
a side quest.
Yeah.
But then we went to that brewery.
That was good.
That beer was pretty good. And then we went to the
That I've wanted to go to for months.
Yeah,
Thanks.
fuck off, bitch. You decided to go to a lake.
I should have drowned.
Yeah. Should have. And then it was just like 7:30, not even at Grog's. And we look at each other and we're like, fuck.
No,
I
we
mean,
were sitting at whatever that distillery place is. And dude, that was like the worst drink I think I've ever had in my life.
Rum and Coke was horrid.
It was literally like it was just all alcohol and like a splat. I don't even know what's in a mojito, but that like they had like a menu and it was like some weird ass menu.
You got a mojito?
John had a
Yeah.
Nutella mojito.
Oh
in
my
Puerto Rico.
god, bro! They are so disgusting.
I know. John had a
Mojitos
Nutella
are
one.
nasty.
And you took like
Dude,
2 sips of one and just
It was like $20.
it was.
I bought one in Puerto Rico from a street vendor, and I was like, "Ooh, I like mint. I'll buy a mojito." Terrible.
Who was that?
Dude,
me,
I thought I was.
Oh no, it was me, you, and
Your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I thought I would have liked it more because there used to my house like this past year. There's a firehouse down the road, and like my dad's a member of it, and we went
I've
there.
never been there.
And they had a cherry mojito, and it was so goddamn good, and I loved it. And I got like 3 of them there, and I was buzzing like a bee, but it was awesome.
All right, now to my side quest.
Yeah.
Talking about service at a bar, the bartenders on the cruise, awful.
Me. Oh yeah.
0 out of 10.
Yeah. Some of them.
Yeah,
The
I
pool
agree.
one's
I agree.
awful. The one in the cafe, amazing.
He was a baller. What was his name again? It was like Tyson or something.
Nate's like,
I don't know.
I'm not getting
Regardless.
I don't know.
But no, seriously, like there were a couple of them that I loved and I
Well-
went to all the time. But then there was a couple that like, and it was the bartenders that were up late at night. The bartenders that served at nighttime were probably just miserable. They've been awake all day. And I think they hated me and Nate because they would not serve us. They would like walk past us. They'd get everybody around us.
Well, it was mainly the day ones, like at the pool. Like when we were at the pool bar.
No, remember the first night in Quasar, that guy like would
Oh
not-
yeah, no, yeah, I hate that dude. No,
And then the night we were up at the Sunset Lounge.
yeah, the observatory.
Yeah, there was guys in there that like would not acknowledge us.
I know. That and then the pool ones were the awful. I mean, the one in the restaurant and the cafe.
He was amazing. Yeah, but it sucks because I remember all the bad ones. The good ones just
Yeah.
I don't really. The bad sticks out more than the good, and that's the
Yeah.
problem in life. Is everybody's looking for all the negative shit going on.
Yeah, and then
Talk about Donald Trump almost getting killed.
that was crazy. I was watching that live. That was wild.
Dude, I was like, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe somebody shot Donald Trump.
dude, if he did not like tilt his head or shift his
Yeah.
head like the
Dead.
2 seconds beforehand, like he would have gotten like shot
Yeah.
right through the brain.
Dude, because he turned and it was right here. If he didn't turn, that's right here. Right. in
He
the
just
temple.
announced his vice president. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I just saw that pop up.
Yeah.
But that
And
was we almost lost Donald Trump. He almost died.
They dropped his charges for the hold on, I took a picture of it. It was about the cases in his house. Federal judge dismisses Trump classified documents case over concerns with prosecutor appointment. They think they appointed like a faulty, like a judge that was ruling on. You know what I mean? Like they appointed
Like
a
he was
judge that
biased.
that's biased. So all his charges that has to do with the like case files that were in his house got dropped.
All right, enough of this political bullshit. Who do we think's winning this home run derby tonight?
Alec Bohm.
Gunnar Henderson.
I want it to be Alec Bohm.
I would love to put Alec Bohm.
Who's in? Do you have a list of who's in it?
There's Bobby Witt, Adolis Garcia, JD Ramirez, Gunnar Henderson, Alec Bohm. Pete Alonso and I
Pete
think
Alonso is
I think Marcel Ozuna, the DUI driver.
It says it says on ESPN. It says it's Gunnar Henderson, Marcelo Zuna, Jose Ramirez, Pete Alonso, Tescar Hernandez, Adolis Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., and Alec Boehm.
Yeah, so I missed 2 people. Yeah, I
think
mean,
JD Ramirez has a good chance.
I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
I think it might be.
Dude, how old is Pete Alonso?
I think Adolis Garcia is going to win it all.
I think Adolis. It's either going to be.
He's a tank.
It's going to be. Yeah, it's either going to be Ramirez or.
There's always somebody that
Garcia.
just shocks you, dude. Like,
dude,
last
Pete Alonso
year
has to be like 30.
Like last year,
Yeah,
Rutschman.
but he's won the past like 3.
Yeah, Rutschman last year like surprised everyone because you look at him and he's like, oh, he's not going to hit a lot of homers. So there's going to be
29.
one surprise guy this year. That's young for baseball, pretty much.
It's crazy to think though that Alec Boehm made it, and he only has 11 home runs this season.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. I don't understand why.
I wish they put Bryce in it, but Alec Boehm, he has power on him, but he's mostly a double in contact guy.
That's how Gunnar Henderson is. He's the same way. He has more home runs.
He's like the third most.
Yeah, he has almost.
No, I think he has the first most now.
No, it's Judge.
He has around 30. But he is more of just like a contact hitter. I mean, he bats first, obviously, because his on-base percentage is so high. But
here's the thing, too. This pitch isn't coming in at 90 miles an hour.
It's like
so a lot of people that are getting the homers from that, they're going to see just strict power guys. That's why, like, Pete Alonso always does good. Vlad.
Dude, Pete Alonso's 29. He's getting old.
Vladdy, that's young for baseball. 29. He's got like 8, 9, 10 years left in the MLB.
Yeah, I get that. Like, you can play in the league until you're 40, but to be a power hitter, like to be in your prime hitting stage for home runs, I guess you could say your power years are your younger years.
Well, yeah, but look at like Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper's like 29, 30, I think, right now.
Yeah, but I agree. I'm just saying. Pete Alonso's
31. Bryce Harper is 31 years old, and Pete
Alonso isn't as strong as he was 3 years ago. That's what I'm saying. 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Could be.
I don't think so at 30.
I'm stronger now than when I was 4 years ago.
Yeah, but we're going into our peak development stages. Like, we're 23.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, guys at 29, 30, 31 in the MLB are still going to have crazy power.
Oh, I agree. I don't completely disagree.
Granted, Barry Bonds took,
that was a steroid
PEDs, but
Albert Pujols.
Before he took PEDs, he was hitting 40 home runs, and he was like 28, 29. I don't know. Judge is getting more home runs each year as the years go on. I think baseball is one of those sports where it's like as you grow older, you're going to see the ball better. You're going to get more power because of the techniques.
Through more experience, you mean?
So, I don't know. It's going to go off pure power. So, guys like Pete Alonso, bigger dudes. Pete Alonso, Marcell Ozuna, like Mookie Betts last year. He had the most home runs at the break and going in the home run derby. He got bounced, I'm pretty sure, in the first round. And like Vladdy won it last year, I believe. He's a big – so it's going to be a lot of bigger people, like bigger guys that are going to be controlling the derby. Bobby Witt, I don't think is going to do too hot. Gunnar, I don't think too hot. Teoscar, no, I don't think too hot. Boehm, he is a bigger dude, but I think it's going to be like Ozuna, Ramirez, Adolis, and Pete. I think those are going to be your main guys. But there's always that one guy that just surprises you. And I think the guy that might surprise people today would be Teoscar. I don't know. I got to.
Who did you say?
Oscar? Huh?
Who'd you say was going to surprise Oscar?
Teoscar. He's from the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I think Alec Boehm, just because of like how crazy he's going off the season. Not just because I'm a Phillies fan, but just because of how crazy the season he's.
The only thing I'm sad is he's kind of in a slump now. He was batting like 340, and now he's down to like 280. I'm like, bruh. Nick Castellanos sucks.
I don't know. He's still gonna. He better win an NL MVP though. That's on God.
Castellanos?
No, boom.
I think if anybody were to win, it'd probably be Bryce at this point.
Man,
on
The way
Phillies.
he's been playing, yeah. Trey's having ever since he came back from his injury. Trey's having an insane stat line.
yeah.
Crazy.
Are you guys gonna watch the Phillies versus the American League tomorrow? That's
Yeah,
literally what it is.
3 starters and 4 pitchers is crazy.
Phillies are having a great year. Like,
Yeah,
the
I'm
best.
excited. I'm excited for October, dude. I'm definitely gonna go to a game, even though tickets are gonna be fucking like $800 for nosebleeds. But fuck it, I'm gonna go.
Literally, I think that's.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea, and we have to go to the Ravens-Eagles game in December.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of good things coming up. By the time these people watch this podcast, or they're not listening now, they're gonna the debut
We'll
or
know
the
who the
home
home
run
run
derby is
derby
gonna be over. So we'll have to touch on that in the next podcast. But
Yeah, I enjoyed today talking to you boys. This was
yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to stop.
yep. I
Mhm.
think lay to rest.
Yeah,
All
no,
right, boys.
literally, I'm about to go lay to rest.
Remember, don't leave the thing until I tell you. All right, I'm ending the live. See ya.
See you, boys. People.
Bye.